2025 is starting hot. I want to tell you the story of a six-dimensional Mesoamerican deity, a broke web developer, and a decentralized autonomous crypto organization that somehow has resulted in the #1 trending GitHub repo. That's right. This is the story of AI16z. So a few weeks ago, Shaw, who is a real person and who is the web developer here, was $100,000 in debt and coding in a tiny apartment with roommates and a stressed out spouse. Not a good recipe. Shaw desperately trying to create something that adds value, that helps him to earn something that gets him out of this debt situation and perhaps into better living circumstances. So he starts exploring the DAO community. He hasn't done a lot of it. He runs into the DAOs.fun community, and they make it really easy to create DAOs. He starts hanging in his first DAO, and he realizes that it is possible to keep content creation going in the DAO, even if one of the creators disappears, by aping them with an AI avatar. And so when he's in his DAO and one of the prominent creators goes missing, that's what he does. He creates an AI avatar of the person, and they keep creating in the person's style. The memes that they're creating, etc., match that person's memes. Well, he gets in trouble for this. The community does not like this because even though he thought it was an experiment, they didn't sign up for it. And DAOs are really big on community government and making sure that everyone agrees to things. So he gets called a scammer, and that makes him really frustrated. He kind of hits rock bottom. This is where the six-dimensional Mesoamerican deity comes in, because his wife says, "You seem really stressed. You probably need to take some DMT." So he does. And he goes on a little trip, and he meets what he describes as a six-dimensional Mesoamerican demon or deity of some sort, has a moment of clarity. He comes back and hangs out with the founder of DAOs.fun for lunch, and they start spitballing ideas. And he has this sense of clarity that there's really something around AI avatars and crypto. And he says, what if we do something where we actually clone a prominent investor from their publicly available writings and start a DAO around that? And they do. And it's called AI16z because they're cloning Marc Andreessen, P. Marca, also known as the guy who helped get Goatius Maximus off the ground because he helped fund the AI bot Truth Terminal. And he's also a prominent venture capitalist. He is the leading voice in A16Z, which is Andreessen Horowitz. And they take his available writings and they clone him into an AI agent. Or they're in the process of doing so. This is not actually made investment decisions yet, so it's not clear how far he's gotten on this journey. And so they give it a try. They're like, look, we'll stand this up. We'll call it AI16Z. We'll disclaim any association with actual A16Z for legal reasons. I mean, I don't know how this all works legally. This seems like it's quite a mess. But they're going to disclaim all association. They're going to launch it and see what happens. And their goal was, I think, to get $250,000 in there in sort of tokens the community contributes, have a little fund, have the AI agent manage it. Well, it blows past their expectations. I think they hit their goal in 25 minutes, and then they just go on from there. And now the fund is at $2 billion. He's obviously paid off his $100,000 in debt. Hopefully he has a nicer place to live. And the pressure on the fund is now much higher. Like if this was an experiment 2 or 3 weeks ago, this is now something where lots of people are betting real money that this AI agent is going to be able to make excellent venture capital decisions on the quality, on the par with Marc Andreessen, a legendary venture capitalist investor. I don't know if they're right. My bias would be that they're wrong. It's very hard to make good venture capital decisions. But I think it illustrates a number of the trends that are going on into 2025 really cleanly. One, AI and crypto are converging. And I think part of why they're converging is crypto gives AI space to innovate at a speed that's faster than traditional financial markets. You saw that here. There was no sort of blocker. They could innovate, get a fund set up, and get going in a matter of a couple of weeks. That would never happen with traditional financial instruments. I think another theme it underscores is that power is decentralizing. This is an ordinary web developer who had a trip and an idea and now is essentially managing a $2 billion investment fund. Now, he's not managing it directly. The AI agent is, but he's the creator. He's heavily involved. He's the one going to China and Hong Kong and Seoul and other places. And that underscores for me how AI is a leveler. And I think we're going to see more stories like that. And then I think the third thing that I want to call out is that at the end of the day, people are going to try a tremendous number of tasks for AI agents to solve. And it remains very unclear where AI agents have true alpha, where they have an edge over humans in solving tasks. I don't know, you don't know, but that's something we're going to find out this year. And clearly one of the ones where humans have a huge interest in getting this right is investments. We will see. But that's the story of AI16z. It's now the #1 trending GitHub repo in the world. And I'm sure that the investment fund size amount is going to continue to grow. Happy 2025. We started with a bang.